is your turn to do whatever you like. You can go, but as I said, if we see rats, we'll go back to turn order properly.
So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to take a look at this ooze on the floor.
Do you want to I presume you want to use nature to see if it's like natural, or investigation, see if it's in the barrels, or how do you describe yourself checking this out?
Let me just grab the...
Just have a think in the deep recesses of your mind, being a
No, I'm
known
trying
thing.
to open this bloody PDF, but
that was the joke.
Adobe Acrobat is shit.
Yeah, I use Firefox Reader. It's still shit, but and I bet you OBS now is being dumb. But if I scroll back down, yep.
Here we go. No, just. Oh, come on, Adobe.
Well, what do you want? I have it open. What do you want me to read from it?
I'm just going to investigate it using my investigation.
Okay, so you want to check the barrels to see where they came from?
Yeah. Check the barrels. Check if I can tell from the smell or anything. Like, what if I can recognize the viscosity, or if I recognize anything similar about the ooze at all.
Well, on Firefox, it's decided that I can't figure out which roll is which, but I presume you're trained in it. Because you're trained in investigation. So it's +6. So just roll +6, and then I will tell you what. See. And lads, 23. If you want to go check, you can go to help them out if you want. Sorry, what you get?
23.
23. You notice that the barrels say... why I don't have...
Owl's Brewery.
Yeah, the Brewery of the Dwarf. Now, it says... If I can bring up my stupid hero map. Where's this gone? I had it open, and then I closed it like an idiot. We have... why? This is so stupid. I downloaded this again yesterday because I didn't have it for the other campaign. Oh, 1 second. It's the world. It is the capital. It's the dock city from the original story, which I don't have on top of my head. So it is from the same city as the general. If I can get the name of that city. So in that barrel, it says it is from... Remove this. Why is it not? There we go. Finally it came up. Jesus Christ. It is from the... Why is this being dumb? View image. It is from... Odunos, Odunos, which is the other side of the world, basically. And you wouldn't you've never been there before, but it's a massive like militarized dock city, pretty much at the other side of the world of Theros. It doesn't seem like like from your smelling and stuff like that, it doesn't seem poisonous. The barrels seem perfectly fine. There's no like rotting or like acidic rust or anything like that you would have seen on the wood. The wood looks perfectly fine. It just looks a bit sticky. If you stick your like the butt of your dagger in it or anything like that, it does seems to like stick to it a little bit, but it doesn't really have any sort of effect. You think it's perfectly harmless. Yeah, if you lick it, yeah, it tastes like dog shit, but it seems perfectly harmless. But it definitely says, like inside one of the barrels or on some of the metal ribbons that go around, it has like the word Odunos on it, or Odunos, which the only thing you would know of that would be that other port city. That's just the ooze and the barrel. Yeah.
Another look at the liquid on the floor. It looks magical. green liquid isn't normal?
You
Is
can
it sticky green tea?
you can check if it's magical, but the gnome did get a very good roll. The roll
Green tea doesn't come in barrels.
does not. It's a fair point.
It does if someone puts it in barrels.
Yeah, but that's like the
Good
heathens
point.
that agree to putting in the milk first. So
True.
I would like to jump over the barrels and look at this door thing.
yeah, it's
Or
a load
barricade.
of wall like stones piled up, and they're wedged in there. But you can see
How fast are you?
there's no.
What do you mean?
There's no turn right now. They're out of turn
Oh,
order.
okay.
I just
alright.
put.
Show up.
Oops,
And
They-
if anything, if Vulcan were to investigate, I would have to investigate first. So
yeah. So it
I got an 8 on the Arcana plus intelligence.
you don't think it's magical.
13.
You
Doesn't
notice,
matter.
so you can see through this. It's very narrow. You can hear rabbits coming from the other side of this, but you don't think you're gonna be able to move that in any way. Like those rocks are wedged. Like some of them are massive. They're in the walls. They're unless you had like I'm being a dwarf. Unless you had like proper tools, you don't think you could break through it on this side. But you definitely can hear the rabbits. You can hear the little like I was gonna say tweeting of rabbits, but the little rabbits like jumping around or something like that. They don't. Well, from what you would know, they don't seem.
the rabbits are on the other side of this wall.
Yeah,
Where they need to break it down and find another way around. Can I use a history check on the on the stones to see if there's anything of notice other than that it's just wedged in there?
Yeah. They give you advantage because you're a dwarf. You're a mountain dwarf, aren't you? hill dwarf.
Yeah, but I don't really need to get advantage. I rather just need to let's see, get double proficiency, which would make that a what's that? A 7 plus 15, so that's a 22.
Like so you're trying to figure out if there's anything besides the fact that they're wedged in there or anything special about these rocks.
I mean, if I can determine where they're from, or if it's just like normal rocks, it could be that yeah.
Pretty normal rocks. They're very like they're large. I don't know my rock types, but they're is it sedimentary? No, that's made from sediment. Metamorphic rocks. So they're made from lava or that sort of like they're basically hard rock. But yeah, if we really want to know more about rocks, but yeah, they're just normal rocks. They're just very, very big, and you definitely need like prop pickaxes to break them down.
All right.
But you can see them. You can hear the little rabbits. There's like small little gaps, and you can kind of see through. But like, it's a good like. Let's just work out the distance. I think it's 20 feet. But god damn it, I keep right clicking. It's 15 feet to like the other side, and they're a bit beyond that. But you can see like every once in a while you see a little shadow of like what you might think is a rabbit.
You said the rooms were quite tall.
Yeah, they are, yeah.
Does this wall go all the way up?
It does. And there's a slight breeze coming through it as well. But
And you said it seemed that these rocks have been moved into place rather than created at this place.
they're wedged in properly. So like some of them are coming through the walls. Sorry, with your 22, you definitely not. They've been here for a stupid amount of time, and it seems like the walls have built around them more so, and they're kind of like wedged and moved around from like the walls, which is just like earthish, 3-root structure-esque thing.
Yes.
But yeah. Oh, you can see over here. Jesus, what am I doing? I forgot to. Boys, reveal. There we go. You can see down here. But yeah, what you do?
I don't think we're getting through these rocks. My best option would be to go further.
Well, I mean, I've got a crowbar and I've got a hammer. We can try and smash the rock.
I step aside and just let the gnome try his thing. Almost giggling to myself that I'm pretty sure this won't work.
I haven't got a cannon. If I had a cannon, we'd fire at the rocks. But I haven't got a cannon.
That might do it, you believe. Or
Fair enough. can I make explosions out of like torches, tinderboxes, and
Well, if you had your
No.
brewing kit, I might go, yeah. And I might give you
I
inspiration.
mean, I do
for
have
thinking
my
about it.
brew.
Brewing kit is in John's
I know.
tablet.
Yeah, I. Thank you for letting me continue my sentence, but no, yeah, sure.
D&D Session 2. Party makes improvised explosives inside a tight cave. What could
Surrounded
possibly
by
go
what
wrong?
could possibly be oil. Yeah, I guess I'll try and move some of the rocks using the crowbar, the hammer, using the crowbar as like a lever to try and wedge, like displace some or something.
How long are you going to spend at this? 2, 3 minutes, 30 seconds? Just for gauging.
Yeah,
here.
you know, I'll put the crowbar in, give it a good shove or whatever, see if there's any give. I think it's going to be pretty obvious if I'm going to figure out if I'm going to be able to like dislodge something low at the bottom to kind of cause it to like cascade down and fall away.
You get your crowbar in, and you hit it. You give it a small like whack to try and fit it. Like basically, you have it in a little bit, and you're like tapping the top of the crowbar, and you keep slipping. You can't get proper purchase with it. You eventually get like a decent purchase, and you give it a good whack, and nothing. And you feel like if you keep doing it, you're going to damage your crowbar.
Okay, these rocks are going to break my crowbar. Okay,
Or
well,
damage it at least. And you've used your crowbar a lot to know, like, it would take a decent bit to do that.
okay, I will give up on that. I will, I guess, carry on. I will explore the rest of the cave to see if there's any other way round or any way of like anything we can use to help open the boulders. So I guess I'm going on to about here.
So you can hear another rat scurrying. So we'll go Adrin and then back in turn order.
Adran readies another chill touch.
So
Proceeds down the corridor.
move yourself. You might be able to rain if that be just need to stop right clicking.
Carefully avoiding the stuff on the floor. 1, 2,
If you're gonna carefully avoid, you need to move around. But if
5, 6. Move to here.
You can see the
from
rat.
here.
Yeah, you can see it from here.
Let's grab it and destroy it. Attempt another chill touch. 17.
Is a hit.
Roll some down. Another 4.
Just about.
Grasped from the floor and tugged to its grave.
Tug to his grave. Good choice of words.
Pulled
It's one way-
down and
It's a good way to
the
die.
light, like,
Yeah.
leaves
So
its eyes.
there's worse ways of dying.
At least it was quick. Could have made it walk the plank. Your move.
Ibrus. Sorry, no. The gnome.
Ba, 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 ba. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I just realized there's no rats in your major vicinity, so we can remove turn order if you just want to keep just moving yourselves a little bit at a time, so you can see each other move.
Okay. Well, if we're just moving, we might as well just stick in time at the turn order, aren't we? It doesn't really make a difference.
Yeah.
There's just no attack to make, so yeah,
Nah.
I've moved as far as I think I can.
Cool.
Yeah.
Adrin. Or Adran.
5, 6.
Round.
30 feet. That's squares.
Reveal area. Just gonna I'm gonna also remove some of this really annoying grid up past. Okay, there we go. Yeah, just keep moving. You've got a decent bit of. Hang on, I'm just gonna open up this for a second. There's like a little nest here. Looks like some nesting that went on here. Looks like there's some like ground removed and stuff. Just normal nest. You have 65 feet of night vision, so let's do this really quickly so I can get this up. Yeah, okay. Field area. Oh, oops. You can see there's another choice of paths, and there's another rat around this corner. And after the gnome just moves up, or not the gnome, yeah, the gnome moves up, I will then move this rat that's up here. Okay. He gets to bed here. It's the gnome's turn again for keeping the turn order.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'll step to here and shoot him.
Grant?
Oh, what the fuck was that? Oh, 3 plus my dex. Oh shit, I just broke my desk. Hold on.
That's going to be 7 at most, isn't it? Double check that.
I think so.
Which is not a hit.
That's all right.
Your dex is 4, so yes, that is 7. So that's not a hit.
That's all right. Oh, it's whoever's next then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah,
I would spend my turn moving just, I believe that would be up here, kind of trying to block the way for the rat not to get close to those behind me, and then readying my axe to hit him if the rats gets near.
Grant? Adran?
Adran extends his hand towards the rat, makes a claw-like gesture, and kind of closes his fingers together, attempting to grasp the rat's life force and take it away. Attempt another chill touch.
Yeah, so basically, there's a fire wizard that's doing better damage by calling the powers of the undead.
Firing cantrips at them.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
9 plus 5 is 14.
Is a hit.
Roll another damage. That's D4. We're D8 damage. We're better than that. Crap. 1.
1 plus 3, doesn't it?
No, 1 plus nothing. I don't get a bonus on the damage.
Oh, let me undo my death. He's alive.
I only get a bonus on the hit.
Yes, that is true. That is true. I have it open.
But he can't.
Yes, it's just
regenerate
5
hit points.
He can't. No.
I've touched his soul, and there's a hand kind of hanging off the rat, not doing very much.
Yeah, for 1 round, I can't regain hit points on my mutant rat. The rat then moves. Monk. Smash him in the face with your axe.
I'll try. That would be a 10.
Oh, not a hit. Not a hit.
Too small to hit then.
He goes after you and he gets a 14. It's not a hit anyway because you're ridiculously flexible. So you went to swipe at him, and then at the same time he went to bite at you, and you stepped back, narrowly missing his whisker. Yes, they get plus. They can just smell you miles away. Yeah, rats are not as funny as I thought they were. Anyway, yeah, the rat missed his attack, and it is.
Rats are like goblins.
Rat's gone. It's back to the wizard, right?
Rats are like goblins, just weaker, and
yeah,
like goblins are fun in bunches.
Yeah, no, it's like in these are basically what I expect them to be, which is in 4th edition. I think they're called minions, which are like things with 1 really small amount of health, which is the point of these. Because it's leading somewhere. But I'll get there. Yeah, I think they're called minions.
They're like goblins, but less fun at parties.
You would not call goblins fun if you've like seen 10 of them run towards you.
You've never been to a party with some goblins, have you?
No, I haven't. Not as a dwarf, no. Only goblin parties we've had has been like full on wars then.
Ah, I've been experiencing the goblin raiding part.
Something like that.
They're a little bit different.
It is the gnome's turn when he's ready.
Yeah, you said the wizard, so I wasn't sure what was going
Sorry.
on. I guess I'll try and shoot him again.
Cool. You are slightly this one. Fine.
I rolled a 6 plus 4.
Nope, miss. Oh, my rat might live. It is now the dwarf. This is going to be quite funny if this rat does damage.
I'll try and hit him again. That
Yep.
should be a 17.
Hit.
And I got 9 damage.
Splatter him. You also notice this was slightly bigger. So the last one's been like between like 1 or 2 feet. This one is between like 2 and 2.5. Like they're definitely getting bigger as you encroach inwards. So far, not much bigger, but
This one seems bigger than the rest.
yeah.
Indeed, they do.
But just slightly, like you've noticed after the first
Don't
few,
type
they're
where
slightly
this is
bigger.
going.
It is the dwarf's turn, and I'm just going to
Yes.
show you that you can't actually fully see it, but you can kind of work out that there is another one around the corner.
Mm.
You haven't moved, and you still have your bonus action.
Yeah, I think I'll just move this way around it.
Cool.
That should be about 25.
Yep. Adrin.
Oh,
Is it Adrin or Adran?
Adran.
Ran. Yeah, okay, that makes more sense.
1, 2, 3. Following the monk. Can I get a clear line of sight on that?
If you go to this square, you can see him.
Ah. Good, there's another one. Feel like a fireball might miss here. Let's try and drag his soul to the grave again. Rolls a dice. That was a 1.
That for some reason.
I don't think it hit.
Ones rarely do.
Yes, no. What you missed? You like you kind of half saw it and you missed like your hand comes out of the ground over here and misses
And
the
tickles
rat.
the rat.
Your
missed it.
player is nothing and doesn't grab on.
You still should
That's
have
depressing.
a small bit of movement. You can-
Let's move over to.
You can have 2 more squares of movement. Cool. The rat. Or there we go. The rat comes here. Again, it's roughly similar size to the one you just splat or cut the head off, Ubris, and it is the gnome's turn.
Well, I'm fed up of missing, so I'm gonna run up here and attack it with my sword.
Stab him in the face.
And he misses again, I guess. He rolled a 6.
Yeah, it's 6 plus 5, so it's 11, isn't it? Or do you get any plus on your sword? I don't think you get a plus on your sword.
Yeah, I had my dex.
Oh, that's 11, is it? Just double check.
No,
Oh,
my dex
it's
is only 4.
9.
No one's got plus 5.
It's plus,
You need 20 in the stat to get plus 5.
yes, but there's usually proficiency. Yeah, your to hit is plus. Your to hit is plus 6. So
there
that's
you
a
go
hit.
then. So,
6 and 6 is 12. Hit.
So it does 7 damage.
Just put the sword in the face and pull it out of the face, and he goes to the ground.
Okay.
And then user moved up, so I will then show more area. That is not the button. It's the button. Those aren't pipes. They're just roots and stuff like that. It just seems to be a dead end. There seems to be some rocks on the
I
other
want to
side.
examine the pipes.
They're not pipes.
Fuck.
What kind of
they're just-
sounds do the pipes make?
Ooh.
Do they be played like flutes?
Well, stick your mouth on one and I'll tell you.
That's what she said.
I was going to say roll for tetanus, but yeah, they're not very infectious. That's just built in to this map I found. I don't know what the pipes were. They don't make a lot of sense, but they look like pipes. They're just roots. They're just a bit tangly over in that corner, but it also seems to be like digging out slightly, so it might be expanding that direction. But yeah, there's nothing really there. So you can see it's a dead end.
Can we burn them?
Give
I
it a go,
was
you know.
about to say I have the worst urges to like light a torch and just throw it somewhere, but like
You don't
we're in
need
the middle of a
torches
tree.
when you've got burn beer.
You are in the middle of a tree. That is true.
Fire might be a bad move.
I agree. Especially with the sludge back then. Still don't know if that's flammable.
Oh, it absolutely is. Gotta burn it and watch it explode.
There are a bunch of boulders that are like 3 or 4 feet in the air, so this is rough terrain. But there's nothing really here. And there's another
Just
little
hope we're
rat
slowly just moving forward.
either side. Yeah, if you want, you can ready an action, I presume, for this rat you see around the corner.
My axe will always hit or try to hit whatever comes close.
Does
There's a 6.
the gnome want to move a little bit more forward? Because basically you got 2 rounds before this rat came out of nowhere.
Followed round.
Does the gnome want to move any further? Cool, you're on top of that. You can shoot from there if you want before this rat comes to attack.
Alright, I'll shoot.
Cool.
I miss again.
What did you roll?
I
yeah,
rolled an
roll
8
it.
this time.
8 plus 6 is 14. It's hit.
14.
3 plus 4 is 7.
Straight through the head. You've noticed that these rats are really, really shit. So, but you do hear a much larger rat down the corridor, and you can hear like nails running across metal, but you can't see that yet. And I just need to double check something.
I can't wait for the rabbits to be like our like last enemies.
Metallic.
You also can, besides hearing stuff, there's a smell of rot. Not wooden rot, but like dead body rot coming from the other side. You need to stay in somewhat turn order, but it should be fine. And there's another rat over here that hasn't really seen you yet. It's like just marching between like these walls.
I go to move.
Yep. Sorry. You can move. We're gonna do this proper turn order. So it's the dwarf moved, so now it's back to the gnome.
Moving to there.
Yep. Back to the gnome. This rat has not really noticed any of these yet. But you do hear like something much larger moving somewhere in can I draw a freehand draw? Somewhere in that direction. You can hear something much larger walking, and you can hear like something running across what sounds to be metal. If that makes sense. And this rat that you just killed was slightly bigger than the last ones again, so they seem to be getting bigger and bigger as you move through this.
Cool. Let's move this map a little bit.
If you right click, it'll move the map without you moving your stuff.
Oh, I see.
Ebros, you were going to say something?
Well, I'm just still thinking about how this links up to Theros and Heliod, which are the gods of passage and the gods of sun. That's mainly what's on my mind, just trying to link it all together.
I guess I'll come down here and try and shoot this little bugger.
Yep. You have sneak. He hasn't seen you coming. Sorry. That is amazing. I should have added that as an enemy. I didn't think of that.
What?
Do you know the rabbit from the Holy Grail?
Oh, that rabbit.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that. That would have been amazing. So
Oh. So what have we got? We got 7 plus 4 is 11.
what you get for your attack?
I rolled a 14.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's it. Splatted. You're basically like you even push him back a decent bit with that shot. It was so clean.
Okay.
And you can now see. I see to keep track of where you are. Or space. Dun, dun, dun. Yes. Okay. So you can see to this square. You see. Well, he seems to be like a pebble wall. That's over like half of the build or half of the size of the floor. It's about 20 feet in the air. It's about 10, 15-ish feet. It's not fully to the thing over here. I'm just gonna leave the bunny ears in because it makes sense. Just here. So this is a much. You can clearly just climb over it or give it a. Like, definitely looks movable, and you can see over there.
Okay.
You can also hear that same sound now coming from this direction, like up north of that direction. It is Ebrus.
Yeah. And still trying to be somewhat of the front head of the tank. I would, instead of going like this way, I think I'd rather try and dash ahead of the gnome.
Yeah.
So use my action to just dash to get that extra distance.
Yeah. And you have 65 movement or 65 vision as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go do this and then okay, cool. You see the same thing, obviously. It's over there. And you see, I'm just gonna have to just you can have some of that greenish thing that you saw before, but in more of a liquid form rather than the stickiness on the other side, kind of oozing that over there.
Flames
Adran.
could be fun.
Could be. Adran,